Thank you. Good morning, everyone. And here we are again, open to the truth that is going to make our lives work beautifully. That's what we're doing. We're not seeking a distant heaven. We're seeking it here and now in the lives we are living. That's what unity is all about. You know, bringing into the reality of our lives the truth shared from Jesus and the masters down through the ages. So, is there anybody here from another unity? Any other unity? Is there anybody here for the first time? The lights are really strong today. If you're here, leave your hand up. If you're here for the first time, keep your hand in the air. We have gifts for you. Oh. Well, we just had a discussion group that was very meaningful and led us into an understanding of how we are here now in the lives we are living. And it's here now in these lives that we can find the truth that we have been seeking and want to seek and live. So this is what unity is all about. And you are really going to enjoy this talk that Syntysche is going to share with you. So look forward to it.
Everyone, welcome to Unity of Boulder. Everyone who's joining us here in house and everyone who's joining us online. We love hanging out with you every Sunday. We got a few events coming up here at Unity of Boulder. One of them I'm going to have, it's going to be a 4-week-long prosperity class led by Zoilita Grant, who's right here. This is going to start Tuesday the 21st, and she's going to tell you a little bit about it.
So, you know, we're talking about the kingdom of heaven is now. And the way that you live in that kingdom of heaven now is you have to have a prosperity mindset. You have to be able to receive all of the incredible blessings that are available. So this class is designed to shift your mindset and give you real tools to be able to have prosperity and abundance in all areas of your life. Relationship, health, so it's a lot more than about money. And I'm offering it twice, once in the afternoon and once in the evening, because I feel really called to bring this message to you all.
I love that prosperous color that you're wearing. I was just informed there is a car outside with their alarm going off and there is a cat in it. So if you have a cat in your car, your alarm's going off. And now we know who you are. That class of Zoilita's is 4 weeks long. It's $50 for the whole thing. And that starts Tuesday the 21st. Today, actually I'm going to hit that one next. We are going to be, in February, we're going to be having a new member presentation on Sunday, February 9th, following our service. And what that means is if you've ever wanted to feel more of a part of your Unity of Boulder, you come to this presentation and it teaches you about the fundamentals of unity, you learn more about Unity of Boulder itself. It's free. You don't even have to sign up for it. You just show up at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Sunday, February 9th. And then following it shortly after on a Sunday, we'll have an actual ceremony of everyone who wants to be members of Unity of Boulder. So that is Sunday, February 9th from 1 to 3. And finally, today we are starting a new group that we haven't really done before. We're calling it the Open Source Spirituality Group. And this is a meetup group for ages 18 to 25. It's going to meet today starting at 12:30 to 1:30 right in our bookstore in our little conference room in there. And today we're going to kind of try to figure out what we want this group to be talking with everyone. The group is going to be about exploring the fun sides of spirituality, everything from past lives, law of attraction, astrology, quantum physics. So if you are 18 to 25, please come join us. Join the group. It's free. It's fun. It might just blow your mind. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity. So this is the point in our service where we're just going to come into the presence of this room and leave the world outside these doors. And it's a call for prayer. It's an opportunity for us to take into our mind's eye people we might have in our lives that we feel could use some vibrational energy towards healing mind, body, and spirit. You can write their names down on a piece of paper that's available to you in front of you in the pew. You can also write your own name on it. You don't need to put their last name or the issue, because we know that Spirit knows what you need before you even ask. So it's really an act of us participating spiritually with this universe and saying that we're sending our love and our blessings. And I'm sure we could all write down the Palisade and Hollywood fires and the people that have lost their homes, and recognizing that our hearts are with them right now and holding a space for healing and just divine good coming their way as they are relearning how to do the next steps with all of it. So we sing this song. This is Steve Sheets. So come down and collect your prayer statements, and we're going to sing this. They say to sing is to pray twice. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and pure light within you. Guide your way home. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you. Guide your way home. Guide your way home. And so it is. Consider ourselves prayed in. Now we're going to invite our entertainment club up to sing a joy song with us, and you guys can all sing along. You will do amazing things with the choices new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is that every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go, and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how. You don't need to know that now. On our drive, no need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things.
Now I'd like to welcome to our stage today's musical guest, who actually on this stage needs no introduction, Rebecca Abraxas, everyone.
Thank you.
Rebecca doesn't just play music, she also does sound and healing circles, and she does one here every third Friday of each month down in the meditation room. And that's going to happen this coming Friday. This one is going to be a celebration of the new year, and it's going to feature crystal bowls and Rebecca's wonderful vocal healing energy to activate love, transmute false beliefs, and heal to remember our true selves. The pre-registration is $30, or if you show up on Friday, it's $35. Rebecca.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Just in case you wanted to sing today, you can do that part if you want. There's a time when I walk into another's lives and we share the light, until I hear spirits say, I'm guiding you on another way, walk away. My rose-colored glasses have gotten unclear, but when I shed my fear, the energy finds me and I start to clearly see. Walk away, walk away, walk away. Walk away to the light, going into the sunshine, into the light, into the sunshine, into the light. Walk away, walk away. The energy is shifted, I'm trying hard to stay. The anchor isn't lifted, oh, but the current is too strong. I'm being pulled along. Walk away, oh, walk away, walk away, walk away to the light. I'm going into the sunshine, into the light, going into the sunshine, into the light. Walk away, walk away. I've been troubled and I've been confused, but I know I've got to follow the light. Walk away, yeah, yeah. Walk away, yeah, yeah. Walk away, yeah. Going into the sunshine, into the light. Going into the sunshine, into the light. Walk away, walk away. Feels good to go, the air is lighter, my spirit is brighter. I'm following the next step and sunshine's on my doorstep. Walk away, walk away, walk away. Bom bedere bom bom bedere bom bedere bom bom bedere bom bedere bom bedere bom bedere bom bom bedere.
Thank you, Rebecca. What an amazing way to start. Very uplifting, filled with wonderful energy. So welcome, everybody. Nice to see you all here today. I just wanted to first start our day with the recognition that we know a lot of our sisters and brothers are facing some turmoil in California. And I don't usually watch the news, but this particular one has really touched very close to me with people that I know out there, and I also live near Lyons, and I've evacuated a few times in the last few years, so I really relate with the feeling of the possibility of losing your home, which we know is of things, it's our stuff, you know, but at the same time, we build our lives in those homes, and to restart and to have to start over is a really big thing, and especially collectively, so many people in the same area, just all neighbors, a community that really enjoy their lives together. So I just really want to make sure we recognize, you know, there's so many things that we could get down about, but to always remember when we're meditating and we take our time for prayer to bring in those souls into our hearts to send strength and peace and divine direction for all of them as they navigate this phase of life that would be definitely a dark night of the soul for anybody who faced this. So I just want to put my heart out there for all those people, and we have a unity near there that didn't burn, thank God, but still, it's just being in recognition, you know, that we are the ones that create our world, right, energetically and through vision, through affirmations. So we also can also tap into the vision of others and to help give of our energy to others to find that resilience and that strength to face the difficult things that we all go through at some point, maybe not in that specific way, but we all go through those phases of the dark night of the soul, and recognizing that none of us are exempted of that, and that we all are here to bless one another on our journey, that this isn't a journey of just us. It's really us and God as conduits in our collective oneness with everyone, right? So my talk today is creating a life of your own design, and it's a second talk. It's a continuation of last Sunday's talk. In Genesis 13, it says, "Lift up now thine eyes and look from the place where thou art, northward and southward, eastward and westward. For all the land which thou seest, to thee will I give it." And we always really look at the Bible, we break it down metaphysically, which is really everything that's not of the physical, and looking at it spiritually. How does this pertain to us? And if you look up the word land, this land that is going to be given unto us, land in the metaphysical dictionary says it's the recognition of divine substance, right? And we're in January, and we're all probably looking at shifting energies that have stagnated and are no longer serving us, and honestly stepping into a new, right? A new view on our lives, a new, you know, attitude, a new way to let go of the grievances and the limitations that have held us back before, and breaking ourselves, breaking the chains of that limitation and stepping into that which is possible, our good that is abound. And what this is pointing towards, this land that breaks down into divine substance, is an ability to see beyond the world of appearances. This is the time for you to look up from the difficult circumstances where you are and picture in your mind's eye your good in a powerful way. For all that you see will be given to you. The year of the wood snake begins in January 29th, 2025, which ends on February 16th, 2026. The snake is the sixth animal in the Chinese zodiac and is associated with traits like intuition and strategy. So we're given this empowered energy to really follow our intuition, heighten this intuition. So the wood snake is going to be an energy that backs everything. And it's so funny because the head of our Sunday school said, "It's my year in the Chinese zodiac, I'm a snake." And I was like, oh, that's funny because I'm talking about that in my sermon today. So the wood element is said to encourage growth and adaptability. And gosh knows that we all, in the last few years, with the temperature of the world and the temperature of our lives and the changes and all of it, I'm sure we've all become greater adversaries of adaptability. We've almost been forced to, and if we haven't, then we've been really unhappy because we've been really pushing our heels in and not seeing things shift and grow, right? So where in this last year you might have discovered many areas in your life that needed deeper introspection healing, this year, with this heightened intuition and adaptability, you will go forth to bring the gifts you discovered from last year and offer it into the firmament to take hold in a meaningful and prosperous way for expressing this greater good for the world, and in return will bless you greatly in love, financial abundance, and emotional freedom. But again, this is also the higher, like the overarching reality of what this year is about, is really discovering that we really do create the world we live in. And when we take all the people that surround us that we might think that we identify that they might have a say around our lives and how they produce, like bosses or parents or children having difficulty, we think that that is the thing, the limitation standing in our way of our good. That's just simply not the case. And we might be aware of those things that we have to come up over. But again, in that Bible statement, it says, lift up now thine eyes, looking all the directions and opening up to the reality that we can step out of this worldly interaction and discover what's in this issue that we're dealing with that has gifts within it to grow us spiritually, to help us let go of the bondage that holds us back from really divinely expressing creatively, spiritually, in wholeness in mind, body, and spirit. So the lessons of conscious living are learned in the wide open spaces of genuine curiosity, and is paved with stepping stones of wonder. So when we think about like little children and how they wake up and they live in little fantasies, and they're always kind of in this place to make up little mysterious, fun little things that could happen, and in their mind's eye they believe they can happen, and they do happen, right? And we meet people that are adults that kept that childlike wonder, that actually look upon things and things just manifest like a golden path. And then we look at our life and like, well, why doesn't that happen for me? Right? Who has that lucky person that just seems like no matter what they touch, it just manifests goodness? And so, do you realize that what their experience isn't separate from you? That somehow they've gotten out of their own way? Or maybe they've just had a really prosperous life, so they don't even look through a view of a lack, because it's all kind of flown, gone into a divine direction. And they might not get as deep as you will on a spiritual path, though. You might have a bigger work to do here, because people that have had the trials and the tribulations that the world can bring to us, and the losses and the hurts and the suffering and the things that basically crumble us from looking into the world to be with a broken or a shattered heart. It's in those places that we really find this divine grace, this divine love we call God or Spirit or Source, whatever word makes you feel divinely connected. So the year of the wood snake begins at the end of this month, and the snake is the sixth animal and is associated with traits like intuition and strategy. So intuition, one of the things, I'm going to just show you the sign. This is what it looks like for 2025, which I don't have a huge affinity to snakes, but that's what it is this year. But a wood snake, to follow one's intuition, is one of the greatest things you could ever do for oneself. I've realized in looking back on my life, when I went into the greatest challenges in relationships, in business things, or whatever that really took me off course, and it was years of being off course, was an initial not listening to my intuition that was screaming, was super directly saying no. Or avoiding really good things by my intuition saying yes and not listening to it. Who can relate with that? When you look back in hindsight that you felt that gut, that it's not instinct, it's different. It's a divine relationship. It's a feeling. You physically can feel it in almost a health way. That divine yes. Can we have the courage to follow it and answer it? Right? Because we've learned it the hard way when we've had a divine no. But all these other people had their opinions, and they said, no, this will be really good. This will be a really great thing for you. No, this is a really great business choice. Have you ever not listened to it because somebody else told you what they thought would be better for you? Right. So when we get on a spiritual path, one of the greatest ideals, I think, when I stand up here and reflect to you from all of the mistakes I've made, is to, one, first you have to love yourself. You have to really learn to like and love yourself. Nothing really shifts energetically if we have shame or deep guilt around not being enough or not feeling valued, and not even necessarily needing to be seen by somebody else, but being seen by ourselves. And really recognizing the beauty in all of its glory, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Really accepting oneself for who we are, right? Because when we live from that, we're not looking to others to tell us how to do our life. We're not looking to our parents anymore. We're not looking to our children to value everything we do. We realize that everybody will be blessed when I divinely listen to this divine inspiration that's happening within me. Everybody gets blessed. Nobody gets hurt in that setting. But when we don't listen to it, not only do we get hurt, but we hurt others in it because we're not in our right design. We're not in our divine design. We've stepped off the path, and we now are trying to navigate in a thing that was not meant to be. And a lot of times it ends up being years of a lot of wisdom that comes from it, but probably a lot of painful wisdom that maybe we didn't need it to be so hard, right? I speak to this because I understand this, because I've been through it, right? So another thing that this wood snake is bringing to us, and there's a few things, it's growth and change, reflection and renewal. It's going to strengthen relationships or decide if they're over. It's going to give you career visibility. So if it's something that you're really sitting on the fence, like not really sure, get really sure and see if the universe sends you that way. And if it's not this, it's something better. That's a really good affirmation when it comes to prosperity consciousness. You really get a good focus because we can't live in confusion. Confusion in the universe doesn't know how to support us. Right? That's like living on quicksand. You'll just get sucked up by the sand because when we don't have focused vision of what we're instinctively or intuitively being drawn to go towards, and we start to go towards it, and all of a sudden the wind hits our back and it just starts taking off and it goes amazing. But if it doesn't, and you hold the courage and the faith that it takes to go, and if it's not this, then it is something better. It always lands in something better because sometimes we can't have a vision that's big enough, that's loving enough, that's powerful enough. We've lived in too much of our lower self-esteem to not really be able to dream for the hills, right? For the height. That's why we have to lift up those eyes, northward, southward, eastward. We have to lift up and get out of this experience so that we may remember the power that lives within us, right? So the idea is growing intuition. And then in that growing intuition, we are shown the strategy at which to step into what is next. In Lessons in Truth, which is a unity book, which we'll cover when we're doing the membership workshop, Jack and I, on the 9th. It was written by Emily Cady, and she says this: intuition is the open end within one's own being of the invisible channel every connecting each individual with God. Faith is, as it were, a ray of light shot out from the central sun. God, one end of which ray comes into your being and mine through the open door of intuition. So basically it's saying that this intuition is a heightened, refined sense other than our 5 senses. So it's really that. That nudge is, yes, it's intuitive, but that intuition is actually of God, right? There's a divine purpose here. Many of us, you might not, I don't know if you believe in, karmic contracts or deciding how you wanted to come in. We choose our parents, and we choose a nice set of wonderful things that are going to happen and difficult things that happen. And so we're going to be having these experiences to grow the soul and deepen and break and open and renewal and death and resurrection and all those energies which we've all been through. If you don't word it that way, you know what I'm talking about. but to open up to recognizing that this is your God center. It doesn't work here. It does work here for some, but everybody has that feeling when something is right. And when we have that feeling of something that's right, don't go running to everybody else to get their backup plan and make sure that they know and like tell you their advice about it. You know who you want to go talk to? Your most spiritual people that are on this path that are going to support you in this divine insight, into this divine directive. Otherwise, we can be so easily talked out of that initial truth that was anchored in this divine light, this divine love. In Prosperity by Charles Fillmore, who's the co-founder of Unity, writes it this way. Jesus stressed the idea that God has made abundant provision for all his children, even to the birds of the air and the lilies of the field. The Lord has clothed you with soul substance as gloriously as he did Solomon. And I did this last week, I shared this one. Metaphysical, as students who look especially for information about the individual person, we discern in Solomon a development of the presiding genius at the heart center. So it's a development of the genius at the heart center. But you must have faith in this all-providing substance of good, and by your continuity, providing substance of good, and by your continuity of imagination set it to forming the things you desire. If you are persistent in working the idea in your consciousness mind, it will eventually drop down into your subconscious mind and continue to work there where things take form and become manifest. Because unfortunately, our subconscious mind tends to have a lot of power of the things that hurt us, right? The things that have stopped us, the things that broke our heart. So the subconscious mind tends to have a current that's preceding us as we're walking into our life of the things that are dangerous in life, emotionally, mind, body, and spirit. So that's why it's so important to take these thoughts in mind and to recognize that this is an opulent universe, that God has good for you only, that God is only good, and everything that's not of that is of the world. The good and the abundant and the beauty and the love and the all of it, all this wonderful energy. Like yesterday, with the auspicious number of 111, right? Recognizing that every day is a holy day where we can make new every single day, to step into this divine awareness of this abundant universe that's always trying to support us. But where are we holding our vision in it? Like when we look upon something and something is really wonderful, to get into that state of gratitude and really let that go into the subconscious so that what's preceding you is gratitude of all your good. And that's an alluring energy for the law of attraction. When we're walking with gratitude, that's the greatest grace, the greatest love you can be walking with, to be like, I really am so completely blessed. Because you know, the truth is we really have everything right now. But a lot of times we can't recognize it. We don't recognize it because we think there's some distant day of something that's going to be fulfilling outside of us. And when we can actually, in this moment, really get that you have everything you've ever needed, right here in the very midst of you. Now it's time to create it as active in this world. If it's financial, it's within you right now. It's really birthed in whatever area is needed in you. But can you believe that about yourself, that you hold that kind of high consciousness to allow it to unfold in all its perfect ways? So in order to rebuild this subconscious mind that might not be holding the highest and the best and the good for you, it's really important to set clear goals and define your why. To set clear goals and define your why. Why would you like this to happen in your life? What will it fulfill spiritually, physically, mentally? Right? It's really important to get down the why. But if it's a needy thing, then you realize this is not really a goal you should be doing, because needy is it takes everything away from you. When we're needing and we're grasping, things just fall through. It can't, because neediness is of victimhood. Neediness is of an energy that stops all flow. The why has to be based on the gloriousness of how it's going to not only bless yourself, but others. When we're always in a place that what we're asking from the universe is not only for ourselves, but others, that the we is so important. The we is so important. How is this gorgeousness and this light, this intuitiveness, all this great grandeur and goodness and food and all the things we need, how am I going to in turn bless others with this? That's the current of God. Because we hear in the Bible that there will be a second coming of Jesus. And the truth and unity we know is that we are the second coming. So how can we get all this goodness in our life and then it's not about everybody else? We're the conduit of and as that love. There is nobody coming to save us. We are coming to do the great work that Jesus promised we would do, and to display it, and to prove it, that we are more than we could ever think we are. We are miracle workers. We are light bearers. We are loving existence beyond measure. But if it's not expressed, then why is it being pent up within you? Because you're fearful that you don't have enough to give? Right? We tend to hold it in because we might not have enough to give. The amount of love that is endlessly possible to be moved through us, because it's a channel, it's an energy. It's not produced by this physical. It's this energy, it's all of it. It's this wisdom of our spirit guides, of our angels, of what all this, the beauties that have taught us that we are more than this physical experience. Let it bless you in money. Let it bless you in health. Let it bless you in love. Let it bless you in all the ways that your heart desires, because your heart desiring something is also God tapping on the door. There's so much more for you. It's not selfish to have those wants. But when you hold it in your mind's eye with affirmations or visualizations, always seeing it going back into the pool. Ooh, I've got all this and now I'm going to hold it tight and not share it. Well, it will disperse and it will disappear. Because it's all about bringing it into the collective. One of the most important factors in staying motivated is having a clear sense of direction. You need to know what you're working towards and why it matters to you. Without a clear purpose and motivation, it's easy to get sidetracked or lose interest. So start by setting clear goals for yourself, whether they are short-term or long-term. Make them specific, measurable, and actionable. I don't know if Mike told you, but I'm going to be doing a 1-hour prosperity gathering after this service to cover what we're talking about up here for you to be able to write your stuff out. So really just start taking some notes for yourself if you want to join us. It's free. We're just going to sit around, meet our friends here at Unity, and I'm going to take you through some processes. So it's from 1:10 to 2:10, so you're welcome to join me. Or not 1:10, 12:10 to 1:10. But in Waking Up in 5D, which is an amazing book, Waking Up from 3D to 5D, she writes it this way. You can consciously tap into this energy by making clear intentions because you have a clean slate every day. You get to decide what intention to set each day. You get to decide to be full of love for life, for your fellow human, for yourself, and all living things on the earth. Imagine you are on one of those transponders from Star Trek. Imagine that your destination is set. That's you deciding to be 5D. This makes it easy for you to be aware, be where you need to be to produce what you need to produce. Where you focus your energy and where you put your awareness is your location. Where you focus your energy and where you put your awareness is your location. So we're in this last year, you might have discovered many areas in your life that needed deeper introspection and healing. This year, this heightened intuition and adaptability from the wood snake, you will go forth to bring the gifts you discovered from last year and offer it into the firmament to take hold in a meaningful and prosperous way for expressing this greater good for the world, and in return will bless you greatly in love, financial abundance, and emotional freedom. Who's ready to create that in their lives right now? And those of you that held your hand out, I'm just assuming that you're just soaking in like amazing abundance right now, and good for you. Or maybe you don't believe me. Either one, I'm here to talk after the service. So in Prosperity, Charles Fillmore says it like this. We've discovered that there is within us a life force that can be quickened into greater activity by thinking. Everyone has at some time demonstrated that they could overcome the negative conditions of weakness by holding the thought of strength. Sometimes the strength follows the thought immediately. Sometimes the thought must be persistently held for days or weeks. In demonstrating the law of ever-present abundance, we should and do expect the same results. If the demonstration seems slow in coming, patience and persistence will win. And again, this, always points to the fact that we know that God's timing is different than ours. And it is about patience. It is about having faith. It's really deepening our relationship with this universe through meditation, walking in nature, communing in the silence and connecting with the subtle bodies and getting into a reverence for us to get our vibrational energies heightening, getting them higher and higher in this loving state, being connected to this realm of God, source, or whatever the word is, and being really conscious with this connection. You'll kind of start to watch, even without setting goals, that wonderful things just start flowing to you, because you're basically now an embodiment of love. And an embodiment of love is an attractor, right? Catherine Ponder talks about the prosperity of joy. Like, it's a good example of when you meet a person that's always discouraged and unhappy and feels like always shares what's bad in their life, and it's like, do you really keep calling them all the time to hear the whole list of how everything's not working out, it's still not working out in their marriage? It's like there's always something that they have to complain about. It's a deterrent, right? That just shows energetically we're connected to how the law of attraction works. We might be there because we care about this person and we want to try to help them change their energy. But ultimately, it's a deterrent, and it's like, I've got time, I can make that phone call, but we don't really want to. But when you have that friend is filled with joy and gratitude and shares and expresses from that vibrant light, it's alluring. We want to be around it all the time. We want to be around this wonderful effervescence. And it's okay when they are down that they share that, but we know that their default is joy. They lean back to joy, not lean back in darkness or depression, right? And I have, obviously, respect and compassion for a depressive state. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about complaining and just living in the lower nature, as they say, versus this higher state of consciousness, which is 5D, which is choosing to feel the love of God regardless of what's going on out here, and watching how you stay in this higher state more often. So I'm going to take you into a meditation right now that pertains to our activity after the service, if you want to join me. And so we're just going to get our feet flat on the ground. This is a meditation I use in my prosperity classes, so if you've heard this one before, it's because you've been to my class. So it's always good to have reminders. So let's just take a deep breath in and out. And on this next, taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your awareness go inward. And keep breathing slowly and deeply, relaxing into the quietest place that you can find. We're going to look at what we truly desire in each area of our lives. So first, we're going to bring to mind your body and your health. And ask yourself in a deep place inside if there's anything that you truly desire that you don't already have in the area of physical health and well-being. After you ask that question, quietly notice whatever thought, feeling, or image comes to you in response. And take a few moments just to be with that response. Begin to imagine that whatever it is that you desire in this area of your life is happening or has happened. And what would it be like if you experienced the kind of health and well-being that you desire in your physical body? Let yourself bask in this imagination now. You may come into a mental picture, or you might just get a feeling of it or a sense of it. Allow yourself to enjoy having what you truly desire as far as your health. And when you feel complete with this, bring to mind the area of relationships and ask in a deep place within yourself, what do I most need or desire in the area of relationship right now in my life? Quietly notice whatever thought, feeling, or image comes to you in response to that question. Now let yourself begin to imagine having what it is you most desire. Imagine it as if it were already true. Again, you may see a mental picture, or you may simply think about it or get a feeling or sense of it. Let yourself enjoy this. This is something your heart is desiring. Allow yourself to experience it. And when you feel complete with this, begin to think about your home. Ask in a deep place within if there's anything you truly need or desire in relationship to your home. Again, notice whatever thought, feeling, or image arises in response to that question. Allow yourself to imagine this as if it were happening, or as if it had already happened. Let yourself have the reality you desire in relationship to your home, and feel what that feels like. Now turn your attention to the area of your work and your career, asking yourself deeply what you most need or desire in the area of your life at this time. Notice whatever thought, feeling, or image arises in answer to that question, and let yourself be with that. Visualize the reality that you desire to create in the area of your work and your career. Imagine it as if it were already true, that whatever your heart is desiring is happening, and let yourself enjoy this experience. Now we're going to turn your attention to the area of money and finances. Ask yourself deeply, what do I need or truly desire to have in the financial area of my life? Let your answer come from a deep place within you. And then allow yourself to begin imagining the money and financial aspect of your life working in the way that you deeply desire it to. And let yourself enjoy this abundance, this freedom financially. And when you feel complete with this, turn your attention to your creative expression, to any special interests you have, or to the area of play and recreation in your life. Ask yourself what you most need or want in any of these areas. Notice what comes up when you ask that question. Is it community? Is it friendship? Is it having someone to go to the movies with? You get to go and dream about this on every level, whatever will fit and be a part of your goodness as far as having fun and your recreation, your creative expression. And begin imagining whatever it is you desire as if it's already happened and is true. Now turn your attention to the area of contributing to the world and being of service. Expressing your higher purpose in the world. What do you most desire at this time in your life in relation to making your contribution? Let yourself begin to imagine this as if it were already happening, just the way you would like it to. In the Bible it says it's in giving that you receive. We will not receive in equal measure if we're not giving in equal measure. So what are you willing to serve and give to this universe from the plethora of beauty that God has made you as in expression? And last but not least, now that we've envisioned our prosperity on a personal level, let's turn our attention to envisioning the healing of the world. Let yourself imagine the world is reflecting the sense of prosperity that you are finding in yourself. And that as you discover and develop your own experience of prosperity, you are sharing that with the world around. Imagine in whatever way comes to you that you are living in a conscious, healthy, balanced, truly prosperous world. And then as we come back into our physical bodies from this meditation, we come into a restful place of recognizing that the universe is honorable and we have everything that we need right now, right here now. And we're so grateful, Spirit, for everything. We have no complaints whatsoever. And so to this we say, Amen. And we'll take an offering for unity now.
Well, we have freely received some insights worthy to put into practice for sure. And those of you that are watching online, you can align yourself with prosperity by becoming part of the movement of truth through Unity of Boulder. That means become a giving part of the movement of truth. So it is in giving that we will receive, and right now we can all bring into our hands that gift we'd like to make to Unity of Boulder. And let's bless this gift with this offering prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, because I give. And so it is. And we have Rebecca Abraxas here to share that incredible music again. This time we're going to have the drum. Okay.
Here we go.
Here you go.
Walking in, walking in, walking in, walking in, walking in, walking in my sovereignty, walking in possibility. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey. receive, I receive. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. I am living the truth of me. I am living the truth of me. Hey, hey, hey. Walking in, walking in, walking in. Walking in, walking in, walking in. Walking in my sovereignty. Walking in possibility. Hey, oh, hey, oh. Repeat after me. Hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey. I am open, I am open, I am open. Your turn. I am open, I am open, I am open. I receive, I receive, I receive. I receive, I receive, I receive. Hey, hey, oh. Hey, hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, I am living the truth of me. I am living the truth of me. Let's sing that one together. I am living the truth of me. 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 Hey, hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh, hey, oh.
So we want to let you know that we have the open source young adults group starting at 12:30 today for ages 18 to 25 years old. This is an exploratory spiritual group that's not really under the umbrella of Unity, because we know this age group is really not about organized religion or anything organized. So this is really just a way for these young people to really start talking about the mystical, the miracle of life, and how God comes in all the many different forms that it does. I've created this class for 6 months with some other people on the spiritual path, and then it's going to be held with a mentor that's going to teach the young people how to lead their own group, so it's really handled by them themselves. So my son will be in there, and our YOUers that all graduated this last summer will be in there as well. So they're very familiar with having this wonderful group work where they can grow and express spiritually. So make sure if they can't come today, it's the second and fourth Sunday of the month. It's free, and it's in the conference room in the bookstore at 12:30. It's a really wonderful way for kids to really get connected, or young people, young adults, to get connected to this greater something we call God, Source Spirit, so that they can lean on that energy in a world that can be difficult to navigate, and to have others in the same realm, age-wise, to be able to support each other. I think it's really a need at this time. So we're actually going to finish with Amazing Things. I'm going to invite the entertainment club up, and we're going to sing it one more time. That's how we're going to close. We're going to have you all stand up, and you're going to sing with us.
Also want to let you know that if you have a particular challenge that you want to pray about, we have prayer partners that will pray with you. So when the service concludes, people are shifting and clearing out. You just remain seated. The prayer partners will come to you and take you down to our prayer room or pray with you right where you are.
You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live
workshop right at the back of the sanctuary right after the service if you want to come and join me for an hour to play in prosperity consciousness.